Hello, Paula and team. Welcome to the Randall Family Kitchen in Atlanta, Georgia. I am Liz Randall. I really enjoyed the challenge this week of not only baking a decadent dessert, but doing something that would make my granny proud. I actually had 3 grannies growing up. Now, how cool is that? My brother's father was killed during World War II, and after that my mother remarried and I came along, and all 3 sets of grandparents treated us like their own. So it was really a wonderful heritage, a wonderful way to grow up. Another thing is each grandmother was so different. I had an Irish granny who loved fun. She red hair, freckle face, fun-loving lady. I had a very sophisticated uptown grandmother, and I had a grandmama, rural grandmother, that loved family and really taught us what family was all about. So what a wonderful heritage to grow up and share some of their thoughts and their recipes with you. So I really enjoyed it. This one today is to honor my uptown grandmother. She very sophisticated, uptown lady, and German. So I made a German chocolate cake. This was my father's favorite cake, and she knew that. And every time we went to their house, there was a German chocolate cake waiting. So you can imagine my surprise as I was doing the research this week to discover that German chocolate cakes really weren't invented until the 1950s. But just shows how much on top of things she was, and the new cooking techniques and the new recipes. She really was a cool lady. She was very precise, very German, very elegant, and that's what this cake is all about. Her trick for making cakes was don't use an electric mixer, but beat it 300 times with a spoon, a wooden spoon, and I can see her now, the bowl under her arm, whipping those cakes 300 times, and that's what I did. To honor her preciseness, I followed the original recipe for the cake to a T. The only difference is I made 4 layers instead of the traditional 3, just to make it a little more decadent. You have to be quick though. This is a from scratch cake, and so to help work it all together within our hour limit, I did use wax paper on the bottom of the pans, and that allowed me to take the cake out of the pan sooner so it could cool quicker. While the cake was cooking, I made the filling, and I did stray a little bit from the filling. For the filling, I Phyllicized it. The recipe calls for 1½ cups butter, and I used 1 cup Philadelphia cream cheese and 1/2 cup butter, just to make it even more rich and decadent, and it is. And the Philadelphia cream cheese also makes it thick, so it stays together nicely like you see here. It really gives it a firm, rich texture with the pecans and the coconut and the evaporated milk. It's really quite awesome. And I've taken a slice. I'm going to try them. I've cut a slice, and you can see it's the 4 layers of delightful moist cake with the succulent, delicate sauce to make it a little more decadent. I've made a drizzle, a chocolate drizzle. I'm going to just spread it over the cake. How beautiful is that? I'm going to take a bite.